Hey, what's going on, guys? It is SLJ. Welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, it's going to be the start of a brand new series. I thought I'd just bring something new to the channel of something that you guys might enjoy. And if you guys are probably picking up Black Ops 4 maybe during Christmas or something, or maybe you just got it for Christmas, maybe this this series, it's not just Black Ops 4 in a whole. I'm starting with Black Ops 4, but it's all other games that have sequels or franchises, and I'm going to basically give it a little bit of a rundown of whether I like where the series is going, or I really don't, and I hate it, and I don't like where the series is going, the franchise, and I don't like the game, or I don't like the way they did some things, and I'll just nitpick at some very specific topics, and yeah, so obviously the first game that we're going to be talking about is Black Ops 4. So Treyarch has always been my favorite type of title for Call of Duties. Their kind of run of games, all the way back to World at War, all the way back to the older Call of Duties like Call of Duty 2 and shit. I've loved Treyarch. I love them for what they do. Call of Duty 3 was a really awesome Call of Duty, and they just made solid Call of Duties. Yeah, they've had some bumps in the road and some things that I didn't enjoy, but we're here to talk about Call of Duty as a whole entire franchise as a whole. But we're talking about Black Ops 4 because this is their newest installment, and obviously, we don't know what Infinity Ward's game is. Maybe, I don't know, leaks. I don't pay attention to that shit. I just wait for the final release and the big name that pops up on the screen on E3 or whatever they release it. But so the things that I want to talk about is the supply drop system, the biggest thing that everybody wants to know, the biggest thing that I have been bitching about for a very long time, and I have just been criticizing it. I've been critiquing it, and I wanted some certain things, and honestly, it made me very happy to see the brand new update of Absolute Zero, the brand new operation. I was very psyched. The improvements that they made and the different changes that I really wanted as a consumer and as somebody that loves multiplayer to death of Call of Duties, I really was a happy camper when I saw this operation drop. So what am I talking about? So when Black Ops 4 came out, we thought there was just going to be another supply drop system. We thought, great, there's going to be more supply drops, yada. I'm going to have to pay for, or not pay, but I'm going to have to, grind for something that I'm going to get a supply drop and it's going to be completely crap and I'm not going to get anything out of it. And I'm not going to, get a cool gun, or I'm not going to get a cool skin. It's just going to be a bunch of commons and a bunch of uncommons, and I'm just going to be wasting my time grinding out this game for a measly epic evergreen once in a while, and that's very stretching an evergreen once in a while. But I really do like how the supply chain system is implemented in this game. Oh my god. So when it first came out, with the first operation, I did not care for it at all. And when supply drops first came out for Advanced Warfare, I was like, okay, this is a cool idea, this is a cool thing, I like the different variants, I like the way this is heading, it's nice. You could purchase it, but also, you had a pretty good amount of luck of getting it from a regular supply drop just by playing the game. And sometimes in literally like every game you'd come in like every morning, you would literally get a free supply drop, just hand it in your lap. Like, that was pretty cool. And sometimes those free supply drops gave you some really good fucking shit, like a like a speakeasy, or like I forget some of the variants in that game, but yeah, you get what I mean. Like, I was really liking, and it was promising. There was a lot of promise to the supply drop system in Advanced Warfare, and then obviously everybody loved it. Everybody was buying supply drops. Then obviously Activision got greedy, and then I believe Black Ops 3 rolled around. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, Black Ops 3 rolled around, and people didn't really care about the whole futuristic thing. Neither did I. When Advanced Warfare first came out, I was like, okay, this is just going to be that title because it's Advanced Warfare. It's a futuristic game. It's in the name. It's about a company that makes these exosuits. They're not really the exosuits, but they're kind of like this mercenary organization, Atlas, and it's kind of a little bit in the future. It's kind of a modern future, which I like in futuristic games. That's why I like Black Ops 4 so much. It's a modern future where like it's not that futuristic, but it's to the point where in a few years it might look like this. Like this is what the future might look like in real life. That's what I like about, futuristic, modern future in a way. So I really did like it. I liked the campaign. It ended off with a cliffhanger. I thought that's what we were going to get was an Advanced Warfare 2, obviously with the whole supply drop riot and in the Advanced Movement riot. Everybody hated it. Everybody hated the idea of an Advanced Warfare 2. Nobody wanted it, but I kind of did. I wanted to see. I'm a campaign player, and it was kind of disappointing to see no campaign in this game. But they definitely implemented a story. So I was very happy that they did that. That I was very pleased about it. That they implemented a little bit of a story. They didn't just completely cut the campaign out in a hole. I mean, they pretty much did. Like later on, they had it. That was supposed to be the campaign. I'm guessing was supposed to be the story of the specialists, and they were just like, nah, fam. They were just like, nah. We're just gonna cut the campaign in a hole, and we're just going to leave it be. We're just gonna leave it as is, and we're gonna make it a tiny little theater story mode where you can play through it, but it's pretty much just all cutscenes with a few training of learning the specialists' abilities and what they do and yada yada yada. I really did like that, but then Black Ops 3 rolled around. It was another futuristic advanced movement game, and then I was like, okay, this is gonna be a 3-year cycle. That's exactly when I saw the advanced movement in Black Ops 3. I knew like damn well that this was going to be a 3-year cycle. That Infinity Ward was going to do it, and they were going to get fucked in the ass about it because of the fact that they're the last people to come out with the game. Like now it's Infinity Ward's turn, and we're about to see what they're about to put out. And I know it's probably going to be a modern game. I mean, people think it's going to be Modern Warfare 4. People think it might be Ghost 2. I don't care. I know it's going to be a good game from Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward make great games. It's just they had the short end of the stick when it came to the futuristic advanced movement, when it came to the advanced movement if that makes any sense. Like like a movement, like everybody's in on it, everybody loves it, so then they start doing it, and they were really at the short end of the stick because they were the last people to make the game. It was already made. They couldn't cut out of it. When people hated it in Black Ops 3, people just wanted boots on the ground movement, which Advanced Warfare definitely they implemented, which I don't know why Black Ops 4 doesn't do that. Advanced Warfare had a classic mode, and I literally tweeted at this at Activision and at Treyarch if they would do I called it classic core, where they have a classic core and a classic hardcore sections where it's boots on the ground, no movement whatsoever, no advanced movement, no specialist abilities. I mean, obviously the advanced movement isn't in this game, it's straight boots on the ground, but I'm talking about specialist abilities. That's nixed. All this different stuff, just taken out, and it's just classic Call of Duty. Just the skins, just the you can pick whatever operator you want. It's not going to change a single thing. You won't have your abilities. You just have your classic grenades and your concussions and whatever's in the grenade category, like the old Call of Duties, the old days, man. I really would like to see that, and if they do that, this will literally be my favorite modern Call of Duty to this day if they do that, because Advanced Warfare did it. They had a classic mode for people that didn't like advanced movement. The maps were a little iffy because it was for advanced movement, but they had a boots on the ground mode, which I thought was awesome to them that they actually did that. And hats off to them that they actually did that. That was really awesome to them. But I really would like to see more on this franchise as a whole. I feel like there's different things every single year. Like I feel like I'm just gonna get the same thing every single year. Like when I see Sledgehammer come out with a game, because they're the fresh part of the cycle. Treyarch's the middle one because they're the good game, and then you got the two alright, maybe shitty games in the front and in the back. And you got the middle. You got the great game, which is Treyarch's games, Black Ops, the Black Ops series and stuff like that. It's just I was very skeptical when this game first came out. I was like, all right, And then the supply drop system, the supply chain system, which is basically like the same thing with Fortnite, which I was super pumped about because of the tier system. And I was like, great, I get to know what I'm going to have, I get to know what I'm going to get, and everything, and I don't have to go through a stupid shitty supply drop system to get the new weapons. Like, literally, I can get them in tiers right now. I can grind the game out, and I can get the new weapons, not through a supply drop. I don't have to pay money for a supply drop. I can pay to get to the tiers, yeah, but I can get it all 100% for free, and that makes me so happy. It makes me so happy that I'm able to do that. And I love this game so much that I'm investing money into it. Not a lot of money, but I have a plan where I'm going to see how far I get towards the end of the operation, because it's like 60 days to get through 100 tiers, which I'm going to get to that in a minute, why I'm so happy that it's 100 tiers now. But you get through, and I'm going to see how much I have left, and then instead of paying the whole $100 for every single tier there, it's going to be, maybe like $20 or $30. It's going to, I'm not going to have to spend so much money because I'll be grinding out the game, and then whatever that there's left, I'll be like, okay, I'll pay the $30, for the rest of the tiers and everything, and yada, 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 because I really like this game that much that I'll spend, the money on the rest of the tiers, because I want to get everything in this fucking game. This operation has awesome ass tiers, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. When the tier system first came out, it was 200 tiers, and right then and there I was pissed off because of all this shit, because it was kind of like a scam. It really was. A lot of YouTubers were agreeing with me about the whole scam thing, that you were going through the tier system, yeah, yada yada yada. You're going through the tier system, and a lot of the shit was shit. A lot of it was ass that you were getting, and every great once in a while, the 50 marker and stuff like that, you would get something good. And now it's completely different. Like, they had 200 tiers. I was like, that is way too much. 200 tiers? That is way too much. They're getting a cash grab out of you with that. And I was like, that is just shitty on Activision for doing that. I'm like, it should be 100 tiers. They should make it the classic 60 days like they did before. And they should make it where you know what you're going to get, just like Fortnite. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get as you progress through the tiers. And if you want to, you can buy through those tiers. And you can, grind. And they're cool stuff from the beginning. And you know what? I don't know why the fuck, but it happened. It happened, this operation. Even tier 1 was cool. Tier 1, you got the new operator, which Zero, she's annoying, but I've gotten used to her. She's just a bitch. She's annoying. I know a lot of people choose her now, and they hack your systems, and it's just fucking annoying. But she's an alright operator. She's not overpowered at all. She's just, an annoying operator that cancels out your specialist. Basically like an anti-specialist specialist or operator. And then, as you can understand right now on the gameplay, my Ruin character has the Aurora Lights skin, and that is on tier fucking 4. Tier 4 or 5. That's cool. Usually, a skin like that, in an old Call of Duty, that would be like tier 100. Tier like 50. That's tier 4. Or tier 4 or 5, and that is fucking awesome. And you're even getting there's actually some camos in here, some weapon camos too. They're not bullshitting you with anything anymore. They took out the face paints, like how they did with the weapon grips in World War II, which made a lot of sense. And they did a lot of improvements. They actually put stuff in the tiers that you're actually going to want and you're actually going to, use in the game, like reticles and skins and, camos and variants, stuff that people wanted in the first ever tier system. And, now they finally put it in here. My fucking Ruin looks badass as shit. I'm having a really good blast. I mean, they put brand new maps in the game. I guess it's DLC 1. I don't know, but there's a brand new zombie map out for the Black Ops Pass people. Which I haven't played the new zombie map yet, but there's 2 new multiplayer maps, but there's also a nighttime seaside, or like a rainy seaside, and also a nighttime firing range. And I was like, whoa. I did not see that coming, and I was like, that is freaking cool that they made a nighttime version or stuff like that. I don't know if it's just part of the event or it's actually going to be there for a long time. I hope it's there going to be for a long time because it gives me more map variety. Yeah, it's the same map, but it's nighttime. It's different. It's nighttime. It's dark. You have to be tactical. You're not going to see all your enemies like you would in the daytime. Because you're wearing all this tactical armor. In the daytime you can easily see somebody, but when you're in the dark and there's a lot, there's barely any lights on firing range. You could camp in corners. You could sit up on a sniping post. And you could just snipe people. Like it's a lot. It's just brings a whole different diversity to the game, and that's what I really really like. I like freshness in games, and I like this idea. I really do, because how Modern Warfare Remastered did it, they did their supply drop operations, kind of like how this is. It's an operation. It happens every once in a while, but it would happen every single oh my god, every fucking month. It would happen every month, and there would be so much shit to get, and so much limited edition stuff to get, and you would literally have to buy it. You would have to. That was the cash grab from Activision. You would have to get it, and half the shit wasn't even really all that cool. To be honest with you, it was not cool at all. Some of the stuff, was cool, but a lot of the stuff wasn't really cool. I mean, I was glad you were able to buy up to it. That was cool. You were able to buy up to the weapon, but it was just too expensive. It was too stupid, and I like how they added it on here. It's every 60 days, which is a long fucking time. And in between those, those operations, they have a little events too, event skins, face paints. They have a Christmas one going on right now, and they have a few skins for zombies that carry over to multiplayer and Blackout, like the Krampus one, which is awesome, by the way. It's super cool. And then a bunch of other skins too, and I think that's just awesome, dude. I really really do think that's an amazing type of thing. And I really, and honestly, at the end of these series videos, I'm going to say whether I like where it's heading or I don't like the way it's heading. And honestly, I really like the way that the series and the franchise is heading a lot. I like the new supply drop chain. It's better, definitely better than a fucking supply drop system. I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. I like the boots on the ground. I like the modern futuristic. I really do like the maps. I like Black Ops 6 games, or Treyarch's games. I like the way that there's tier skips every single time. I like the black market, how it is now. You can just buy stuff straight up. I really, really do like it. I like the creator class. I like the dark matter. I like the diamond this year. Oh my god, it's been a long time since I said that I loved a diamond camo in a game. It just reminds me of Black Ops 2 with a little bit of a twist. It shines and glistens, which is awesome. The score streaks aren't half bad. The specialists aren't really half bad. Some of them are really annoying, and I know a lot of people use them like Ruin and stuff like that. Or not Ruin, Nomad and stuff like that. They use the trap mines, and I hate that, but I can get past that. But I would really like to see a classic core mode implemented in this game. It's just kind of one of those things that's kind of like a nitpicky thing that I would really like them to add. If they added it, this game would be a 10 out of 10 for me. I would really, really like this game a lot and like the way that the series is heading. I'm actually very surprised that they actually listened to their fans and everything. Treyarch did, because I know it's not Treyarch's fault for the supply drop shit. It's Activision's fault because they need money and it's a cash grab and shit. But I'm really glad that Treyarch, I'm guessing that they took a stand. Like, hey, bitch, this is our fucking game. If you're gonna put this in our game, you're gonna implement this in our system, and you're gonna keep this, and make people spend money on this game, more than the $60 or $100 that they put into the game just to pay for it, then we're gonna do something that they're gonna love. We're gonna do something that we're going to work with the fans, and that I really do enjoy, and that I really do respect Treyarch, and I know that they're the ones that stood up to Activision and said, hey, we're a fucking multi-billion-dollar company, and we don't have to really listen to you anymore. It's like you have corrupted this series so much, and we are going to bring this series back. And that's why I love Treyarch, because they always bring the series back with brand new things and brand new stuff, and they always keep it fresh, and I love it. I love the way Treyarch does their games. Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward, they could really use a lot of learning from Treyarch. Infinity Ward, they just jam shit down your mouth. Same with Sledgehammer, they just jam content down your mouth. But Treyarch, they do it in a subtle way where they give you a lot of time to get through the tiers and get through the stuff and get through the events. and they give you a lot of time for that, and I love that. They don't just, 1 month, okay, done, you can't get that shit anymore. All the money that you just wasted, yeah, you can't get that shit anymore. So we're gonna move on to the next operation that you have to spend more money on. Yay! And I like the way that Treyarch has done it. It's really nice. It's really subtle. Yeah, you can pay through the tiers if you want to right at the beginning, or you can go through the tiers as you progress, and whatever tiers that you want to spend money left, and you want to spend $30 on the last bits of the tiers, go for it. You can save money by doing that instead of spending $100 on a supply drop and getting jack dick. That's why I love about this whole tier system, is that you know what you're gonna get, what you're gonna get through the tiers, and if you want to get yourself a little bit of boost, you got some $10 just laying around or something like that, or grandma gave you $10 or something like that, and you're just like, all right, then just buy 10 tiers or something like that, and just boost yourself more and more and more and more as you go. You don't have to spend the full $100, which I like. I don't have to spend a jackload of fucking money to get the content that I want and to get the skins that I want. I can just grind through it, and if I want to get that specific skin, I can buy it. But that's shitty, yeah, but I can grind to it for free. That's what I love about it. I can grind the new weapons that usually are in supply drops that are so hard to get, are now for free, and you can get them for free just by going through the tiers. Yeah, it's tier 15, tier 100, but they're brand new weapons. Of course they're going to be tier 15, tier 100, because obviously. And you got Dempsey and Nikolai as Blackout characters. The activists are Ultimus crew, whatever the fuck they are. I don't pay attention to the Black Ops story. There's too many fucking Dempseys and Nikolais and Richtophens and shit. It's annoying. But the classic crew of zombies. It's Nikolai and Dempsey are in this. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is LSJ42872. Let me know what series you guys want to see next on this this kind of episodic kind of series. Let me know what you guys want to see next, of what series you guys want me to talk about next, and what what game franchise you guys want me to talk about, and everything that I've experienced. I gotta experience it first for me to be able to talk about. I'm not gonna talk about Final Fantasy and shit, because I've never played a Final Fantasy game. So I just just classic games that I'll play and everything, like Siege or something like that, or yeah, I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name is LSJ42872, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.